We've got NBA basketball in store for you here in Houston, Texas, the home of the Rockets, live on 2K Sports. Looking at the Lakers, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
And you don't need to dig too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost the game. I mean, their shooting percentage was abysmal.
You know, sometimes we talk about the defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, but it seemed that night they got in their own heads, couldn't get out of their own way as they lost confidence at the offensive end.
And now the Lakers starting group. Randall out there with Nick Young. And there's Bryant. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's McDaniel at the 5 spot. Clock at 6. Kobe kicks to Rubio. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Rubio's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now, here's Fry, covered by Rubio. Feeds it to Ariza. He dishes it to Fry. Here's Harden. That's good.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Rubio the pass to Young. Randall with a screen for Young. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Coach Flip Saunders. They are going up against arguably the toughest center the NBA has to offer in Dwight Howard. One problem that Howard poses is his ability to send shots away on the defensive end. He told his players to be fearless and not think twice about taking shots, saying, a lot of the D Howard plays is mental. He just has shooters second-guessing. He might have them third-guessing, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
And Fry slams it in.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far as say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk.
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
Yes, sir. A message and put it on the highlight reel for later. Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
Lakers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And over the course of the season, guys, they've shot a very respectable 78% from the line.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Now, here is Harden. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. Fry dishes to Howard. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Now here's Kobe, the fast break opportunity. Here's the teardrop. Good. Kobe's got his second bucket tonight.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Now here's Fry, covered by Rubio. Now the pass to Harden. Jones kicks to Harden. Ariza passes to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fry dishes to Harden. Second shot opportunity, and Howard with the lay-in. Howard's got his first basket.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively they look great.
Pass to McDaniel. There's the pick. The feed to Randall. It's up a 3, and it's Bryant missing. The Rockets trail. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Fry gets to Ariza. He feeds it to Howard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, guys, it was just a very poor shooting night. They were ice cold all night out there. They can't put the ball in the hole. It's so difficult to find a way to win.
Now here's Bryant. Dwight Howard missing his last shot.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just blanks the open jumper.
And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Kobe's running. Good. Bryant's got 6.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Fry passes to Howard. 17-foot shot on the way. It's a big high bounce and goes in. And that's now 6 points for the Wizards. Houston with a big group substitution here. Monteunitas is checked in for Howard. Robert Covington's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's McCallum in for James Harden. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He made a point of telling the guys how vulnerable the defense they're facing is to the pick and roll. That'll be a play we see them run a lot this game. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Johnson, wide open, he fired. That one rolling around and rims out. And it's the Rockets on the break. And Fry sees it in. But the coach was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty quick.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
Now, here's Fry. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. McCallum dishes to Nicholson. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Johnson left side. Passes it to Lynn. Lakers passing it around. Johnson, a wide open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
Now, here's Fry. 8 points for him. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a club, they're kind of in the middle of the pack in the NBA in terms of free throw shooting.
A whole new 5 on the floor. Some changes for the Lakers. Here's Fry. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Jones is down low with Howard. Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter. And it's Fry in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. On the wing, Harden. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the line. Nice jump shot. Good. And the Rockets lead by 8.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Randall with a screen for Young. And there's Randall on the assist by Young.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Up top, Fry. Right now averaging 27 points a game. Foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
That's some good play tonight for the Wizards. He's got 8 points and 1 steal.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
I think they're also getting some good looks in transition, doing a nice job of running the floor.
Bryant passes to McDaniel. Now Kobe. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
He put a lot of pressure on his opponent defensively. He had 3 steals in that game. Another strong rebound, just like we got used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop, an easy 2 points. Where is the defense?
To the middle. Here's Rubio. The Lakers rebound. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
The offense just getting right to the rim. At least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
The Lakers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And so Young nails them both. Rockets leading by 8. And here is Frank. He's got 12. This is to Howard. A fadeaway, and it's Houston with another.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against Milwaukee.
You know, their shooting percentage in that game, you look at the box score, it's just off the charts. I watched the tape. It was mostly because their offensive execution was flawless.
Yeah, they did such a really nice job of moving the ball side to side, opened up the court for him. It makes it tough for the defense when you spread out and move the ball the way they did. And they got high-quality shots as a result.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. The Wizard in their last time out against the Bucks put on a show. He finished with 28 points, and he was a thief out there as well, adding a hefty amount of steals to his total. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing, Clark.
Yeah, I agree. I was just glad I got a chance to witness it. It's always such a special night when a player of his caliber gets so locked in and focused.
And, you know, in an 82-game season with so much talent, every once in a while, everything's going to click. And that was definitely the case that night. Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
McDaniel, started by Howard. Good. Rockets leading by 11. And Fry gets to Ariza. Rubio right side. Young outside. Back to Rubio. That one wide left.
Difficult shot from mid-range, and the defense was all over him.
Boy, I like the close out there, Steve. Well done.
Howard. And Houston again with the bucket. There's 37 seconds left here in the second. Here's McDaniel. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
I like that shooting.
For Trevor Ariza. And through the first half, a pretty...
All right, listen up. Terrific job so far.
Team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. We're seeing a tremendous game from the Wizard.
It seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
Checking out the group for Flip Saunders to start the second half. They've got Ricky Rubio, Randall out there with Young. Then there's Kobe, and it's McDaniel at the center locking down the middle.
Well, that's one way to get your second half started on the right foot. An easy layup against some soft defense.
Young sets a screen for Kobe, and they call an illegal screen here.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
And Young comes over to help. Outside, Jones. Pass to Harden. Outside, Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. It's up a 3. And another 3 for Houston.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Kobe kicks to Rubio. Rubio right side. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Fry dishes to Jones. Kicks it to Harden. Feeds it to Ariza. And there's the pass to Fry. Ariza Ariza goes in. No luck. Lakers trailed by 19. Kobe, the pass to Young. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off. Perfect.
And Fry kicks to Jones. Here's Fry. He's got 19. Ariza with another miss.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Inside. It's stolen by Jones. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Now let's quickly bring up the list of point guards whose steal totals in the second half of the season have really been standing out. You're looking at such quick hands, second in the NBA.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking ball handlers' pockets, but as terrific point guards, they know how to clog passing lanes and come up with a lot of steals that way as well.
Absolutely. Their steals come from all over the court and in all sorts of situations. Transition, half-court sets, out-of-bounds plays. They are the NBA's most complete defenders at the one-guard spot.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
And checking out some numbers for James Harden. Now, the last month of basketball was, for him, 6th in field goal percentage. And his three-point field goal accuracy has been really impressive. He's ranked in the top 15.
And, Steve, you touched on his outstanding field goal percentage. I mean, he hasn't gotten there simply by having a hot hand on occasion. I mean, it's also a product of how hard he works to find those good open shots.
Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, he's got 6.
Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They've got their offense cooking.
No good. Rockets leading by 15. Another shot. Good. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Poke loose. Randall dishes to Rubio. And Young, here we go. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You look at the Rockets. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, there's Los Angeles. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
Seeing where the Lakers are, they've been as flat as they can be this season. It might be too.
Ridiculous move. Pour it down that time.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Kobe with it, and it's Harden picking him up.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
Up top, Lynn, guarded by Fry. Bryant has the open look, and too long on the shot.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Ariza has the open look, and the 3 off target.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. And he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
Top Fry, defended by Lynn. Harden the pass to Covington. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Lynn kicks to Bryant. Right side, Bryant. Shoots from the baseline. There's the bucket. Good. Kobe's got 10 points.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Howard with a screen on Lynn. Fry dishes to Howard. Ariza has the open look. Ball's knocked loose. Lynn with the steal. Handle with the ball. Average averaging 10 points per contest. And it's sent back by Howard. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Howard with a screen on Lynn. Fry passes to Howard. Use that pick to get in close. He's got 12.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. Defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
And a nice shot by Bryant.
Oh, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
Here's Harden. Shot no good. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the finish, guys, this is where you know you are right on the money with that pass. Look at that. Perfectly timed.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. We got Andrew Nicholson. He's out there with Harden. Terrence Jones out there with McCallum. And it's Daniels in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. That's good.
They've raised their field goal percentage just above 50% here. They actually look like a totally different team than what we saw in the first half. Execution offensively.
And the Rockets making a change here. Fry's checked in. Rockets leading by 15. He kicks to Daniels. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
Lakers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Rubio outside to the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. Shoots it. And again, it's the Lakers. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And Fry kicks to Jones. To the paint. Fry, good. Fry's got 23.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
Really left alone that time.
The offense is clicking for him this half. Absolutely clicking. I mean, everything on point and on target.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. On the wing, Jones. Addition out to Fry. And down it goes, jamming that one home. Well, guys, for a point guard, he can punch it.
Yes, sir. I mean, that would have been unheard of about a decade and a half ago, Kevin, seeing a guy bounce like that at his side.
Good point.
Times have changed, though, guys. We got guards all over the league who can play way above the rim.
Rubio outside. Shot clock at 6. Johnson, that's for 2. Cannot hit. And it's Houston the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
It's stolen by Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
Houston making some changes. He's checked in for Nicholson. Reza comes in, and it's Harden in for Ray McCallum. And then for Los Angeles, Randall's checked in for Davis. Young comes in for Johnson. And it's Bryant in for Jeremy Lin. Kobe, the pass to McDaniel. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 6th rebound on the night. Now, here's Fry. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 15, and he gets the bucket. Fry's got 6 points in the quarter. Lakers trailed by 20. To the paint. It's tipped. Howard with the steal. Harden outside. He dishes it to Howard. Pass to Front. Blocked.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Rockets.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys, will push their win column up to 55.
A healthy serving of humble pie, owning the season series throughout. This victory will give them a clean sweep of 3-0 this year against the Lakers.
And what a huge standout performance it was for the Wizard. He just looked like an orchestrator out there, keeping his teammates involved, running to the open spots. I mean, he would constantly find them more often than not.
Bryant dishes to Young. And it's Rubio penetrating. McDaniel the pass to Young. Shot clock at 6. Here's Randall. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Boy, if they could have had this kind of run earlier in the game, it might have made a big difference.
You know, I think a big reason behind the run, Steve, is that they're not getting pressured as much by the defense now that the game's all but finished.
Now Fry. It's Ariza on the wing. And here is Fry. Back to Ariza. So we see Houston taking the W here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, the Wizard.